We call this the BioWare, where you interrupt your well-liked single-player game development to make a live service, which is factual, that is accurate.
The Horizon multiplayer game is titled Horizon Hunters Gathering, a Horizon live service, essentially.
We're once again having to have a conversation about why rejection and criticism of a product is not hate. In case you missed it, Horizon Hunters Gathering was announced, and the response is honestly not that surprising. People don't like it.
Did you guys see this Horizon Hunters Gathering announcement? What's going on? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, that was, oh man, first of all, probably could have workshopped that name a little more. Every time I hear it, I don't know, just the thing I couldn't shake is it's like, it's such a departure. Like it's the Fortnite look. It looks like Dauntless. If you remember that game Dauntless, it's very similar. It's just a very strange direction to go. Especially since it looks like, it seems that, I didn't know did they announce that a parallel studio is making this, or is this their focus?
This is Guerrilla.
Yeah.
It's Guerrilla Cohh.
I don't know, man. It's a gamble. There's been a lot of public commentary about the new direction. So it's going to be interesting to see if this is like, how this is going to work out for them.
I think it's really, it's the kind of gamble where I think it's cool. And, it's... I'm friends with all of these people, right? I've known that this is in the pipeline for quite a while. I've seen early concept art like years ago. Like, this has been in the pipeline. Like they've picked this direction with intent. Whether it works out or not, well, that's fucking video game development. We don't know. You start on the thing 5 years ago, and then inshallah it works. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. Like, I'd be curious to see another take on this, and I think to a degree it solves a number of issues that they've always kind of had with making stuff and having to make stuff quickly. And if you want to make a game like this with the hyper-realistic style of Horizon, bumping out content is going to be real hard. Yeah. Well, with a style like this, you could meaningfully sort of try and keep up. So
they may have covered this, but just so I'm kind of clear on it, is this the new direction of the art style for the franchise, or is this a side project in a different art style?
I don't think you should think of it as a side project, but I also don't think this means that Horizon as a series is going to change. Like, Horizon is Horizon. I would be shocked, and like, obviously I'm not speaking with knowledge from the studio about this, so I can speculate, which is fun. I would assume that if there is a Horizon 3, that it would look like what you expect from Guerrilla, which is push the limits on what a PlayStation can render, right? Which has always been their thing. Like, I think Guerrilla Games has always been the look at the shit we can do on a PlayStation. Horizon is the that's fucking pretty studio, and then we can argue about whether female characters should have face hair for 3 weeks, and then we go on with our lives. But they are the studio who does that, so I think they're going to keep doing that. I just also think that for them this is probably just kind of fun, scary, but can you imagine you're known for like very pretty space Nazi game and then the very pretty robot dinosaurs game, and now you get to go like, all right, fuck it, let's try something else.
Yeah, it's also wild to think, like, imagine this game doing well. So then they would do like this art style with these characters, the next game in their normal art style with the same characters, then maybe one of Hunter's Gathering 2 go back to the other art style. So they literally have like the same universe and parallel art styles with parallel characters. Has that been done before? That's wild. Like that's
a good question.
That's actually wild.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even different games. It's the same characters, just like in completely different presentations. That is interesting though. It's gonna be super interesting if they can capture like both audiences, because it's been the commentary has been, I want to say, more negative than positive.
We have a rule in the industry that anything that you show that hasn't been that is new or different from what people expect is always going to get a negative backlash. That's default. It just doesn't happen. If they were doing this art style and they went to the realistic one, we'd have the exact same conversation, just the other way around. Like, it's part of announcing something new. And so I think we kind of build in that expectation. I don't think anybody is particularly worried about the initial response to something like this, because we need to see when it gets shown the second time. Next time we put out a trailer as a studio, they're gonna look at it and they're gonna say, okay, like, what is the response now? Has it muted? Are people just excited for the game, or is there a lot of backlash still? And they can't change it at this point. This is the style. This is what's gonna happen. At that point, it's just, let's hope. It's the weird thing about games. Like, I think I first heard about this. I first saw something about this, like, what, 3 years ago, probably? I don't remember. COVID has messed up my sense of time. Multiple years ago. This is the first time they're showing it. It's that thing where when you mentioned it, I was like, wait, can we talk about that now? But yeah, no, it's just curious. Like, this is one of those funny curiosities about the games industry. You make your bet 3 years in advance. I think this is the right call. If you're gonna do something like this, you need to be able to pump out content. You need to be able to keep up with. If people like the game, you have to be able to make more quickly. And if we have to model facial hairs, that's not how you do quick.
Like, I definitely really enjoy the more realistic, kind of viscerally looking, like that hair stuff fascinated me. I was like, this is awesome. Like, you can actually see your hairs like that, like I love that stuff. So then the mocapping in the last one I found, was also some of the best of we've ever seen. So for me, when they did this new art style, for me, a lot of that was like, oh, but you did the other one like the best in the industry, man. Like, no, don't go kind of the Fortnite route with it. You're so good at this other thing. Like, please, but in the same vein, I will say this: if this is the kind of thing where they're having fun, they're enjoying it, if this is what they want to do right now, awesome. I wish them all the success. I hope that they kicks ass, and I hope that it gets them a lot of success. And hopefully I'll get the Horizon 3 more in my style, and we'll all be happy. So
I'd be shocked if they stopped doing main Horizon games.
I played this game called Dauntless, and I tried it multiple times to get into it, and I hate saying it, man, but it has such Dauntless vibes for me. So I'll probably try it, but I have a feeling I'm going to bounce off it. We'll see though.
Sure.
And regardless, it looks like it's going to be for a lot of people. It looks like it's going to be for a broad audience, so that could really work for them.
Hopefully, I think that's what they're trying for, right? Like, let's try something new that we haven't done before. And I think, honestly, if you're a studio that has done the same thing 6 times in a row, you kind of have to. You're gonna go insane if you just keep making the same thing over and over and over again. And I think, personally, like, I loved Horizon, right? The original, like, Zero Dawn, like, was incredible. Forbidden West, that's the feeling you get when a studio is doing the same thing, but it has to be bigger. And there was a lot of good about Forbidden West, but there was also a lot of stuff in there I'm like, it feels unfocused. It's just like shotgunned at the wall and just see what sticks. And I think with this game, you can actually see that they're super focused on this. Like, everything points in this direction of like, okay, let's get some cool shit on the wall. And I think that's the exciting part for them. I think whenever you see a studio take a bet like this, you know how hard they have to fight. So I'm very curious how this works out. I hope it works out, and if it doesn't work out, like, I'm happy that a studio like Guerrilla got to take a swing in this industry where everybody's taking the safest fucking bet all the fucking time. Like, I'm so tired of people doing exactly what you'd expect. Thank God that we get something where we're like, huh? Even if we don't like it, even if we're like, man, this sucks. Like, thank God somebody can make something that we look at and be like, hey, that's not for me, but I guess it's different.
Yeah, there's I guess another way of saying it is there's something positive about money going towards newness rather than right out of the gate. Yep, here's Horizon 3.
Well, most importantly, like, I think especially these days, going towards passion. I mean, it's clearly something they want to make. If they've been working on this for 3 years and they're driven on it, like, you need more of that, especially from companies their size. They're big, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
I should say very successful, not very big, but very successful.